Okay. How's it going, guys? Is my audio good? I'm just checking. I don't want to have to shove the mic in my mouth, but I will if I need to. All right. I'm all hooked up and ready to go. So I would share my actual browser screen, but part of this is just to test my live streaming stuff because I know that it got worse when I reinstalled OBS. I didn't have my settings saved. So I'm just trying to kind of figure out what is the proper stream settings, and I think I fixed it last time, but not 100% sure. I was having drop-offs and such, cutouts, but I think it's good now. Oh yes, redstone. All right, let's go ahead and put this right here. This is the testing room. All right, so I think that I can put let's see if that, perfect. All right, so we'll just put some black wool there. That'll look cool. There we go. Now, light. This is our little testing room. You drop down in here, and this is where I test mobs in the dark. Yeah, it's kind of late here as well. It's 6. All right, so I'm basically recreating, I'm taking things that are already in the game and I'm making them harder. And it will only engage these harder modes if you force it to, because you want to, or after you beat the dragon. So you can choose to engage it early, but it's meant to be kind of like how in Terraria when you beat the certain boss, the harder difficulty happens. So let's see, so far we have this guy. If I go into survival, when he gets close to me, he pulls out a sword, which makes sense. It makes them a little bit more versatile in their combat. So you can't just go up to them and hit them easily. They'll fight back. You can't just hold a shield out. Alright. And then I did something else to zombies. And they use, they have a 0.07 to 0.25. And when they spawn, they have that range of values. It just randomly picks one of the numbers. And that's how many, what the chances are for reinforcements, which can become really crazy. I had to make it a range because when it's not a range, it just gets way out of hand. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's go ahead and do this instead. All right. That makes more sense. Nope. I don't have a way to get back up. Let's go ahead and do... Nah, I'm not going to bother. Who cares? I'll just TP. All right. Well, I've done these kind of things a lot. So let's go ahead and do game roll, do mob spawning true, then engage that. Now there's only zombies that spawn. You'll see what happens. Even with this range, it's still going to have a tendency to become like a horde. No, they're not hard. It's just a point of making them all. I mean, see, they spawned in more. Oh no. So the reinforcement idea though is more just something kind of nostalgic for me, because I remember back in, I think it was 1.7 or something, or 1.8, the default value for reinforcement channels was a lot higher in hard mode. So if you were on a server in hard mode, they could just swarm you like The Walking Dead or something. But yeah, now it's possible to clear a horde. Before it wasn't. If it's just a static 0.25, it's impossible. They'll just keep stacking up. But I might tweak it to make it harder. It's pretty easy to mess with. All right, so that gets rid of those. Now, I had a couple ideas for, obviously next will be the spider. I want to make it difficult, but I don't want to make it annoying. Because if it's annoying, then it's then it's like you won't want to play. So, okay, what can we do for spiders? I guess we can do things differently for cave and regular. A jump boost would be probably fairly simple. Oh, where'd he go? Why is he invisible? What? That is so weird. Why is it invisible? Is there a chance that zombies spawn with invisibility on hard mode? Is that just like a thing? What the hell? I'm so confused. Okay. That's kind of strange. So, what if... What if regular spiders gave you poison as is? That would be interesting. The idea of throwing cobwebs is okay, but I feel like it's kind of annoying. Because then the cobwebs get everywhere. Okay, yeah. In hard mode, they have a small chance. The problem is hard is not hard enough. There's not enough distinction. That's a nice distinction, but it's not quite enough. So I think maybe when you hit them, they will, when you hit the spider, then it'll kind of maybe freak out. And maybe the spider will put some webs down wherever it's at. Okay, spider, am I a joke to you? I kind of want to... Huh. Yeah, okay, so cave spiders, we'll go ahead and make it for now that like when you hit them, there's a small chance for it to shoot a web. But what about, the next thing to think about is creepers. What are we going to do with those guys? Or as I like to call them, peepers. I made it a peep skin, but it kind of just looks like a smiley face. Doesn't really look like a peep too much, but it's not easy. Okay, it's peepers. Peepers. Well, what are the peepers going to do? One idea is to make them instantly blow themselves up. Like if they start blowing up, they just always blow up. So like they won't cool down. Another would be if you hit them, they get a speed boost so that they run faster towards you. The wander target is whenever wandering traders were added. Make all creepers charged. That's one option, but I feel like charged is too much. Like, let's see. Okay, that is not the right code. I don't ever do that anyway, so I don't really know the MBT for it. Slash execute at that guy run summon lightning. Alright, so let's see how big their explosion is. Alright. It is bigger. It's not really worse. Yeah, I think just speed boost would be pretty hell. I'm actually really interested in that, so I'll try and implement that one first. So the way that this works is pretty simple. Like implementing this hypothetically is easy, but I'm trying to make it in a very organized fashion so that it's like the highest efficiency possible. And that's why it's not harder, but it is definitely a little bit more tedious in the way that it's organized. So I would show it, but for some reason my NVIDIA graphics card is being dumb, and it doesn't let me use OBS to share the screen, which is super I can't exactly show you the code unless I wait. Let me see if I can. Let me test this. Also, can you guys tell me how my stream is doing? Like, is there any like instant cutouts? Is it like, because before I was having a problem of like it being choppy in the, like it would be smooth and then it would freeze. So let me know about that. Okay, I'm trying to add a new window to OBS, but again, my graphics card has some issues. Window capture, and things might go black for a second. Okay, yeah, all right, cool. And then I'll try and make it so that you guys don't go nuts. All right. And yeah, very professional. Let's go ahead and do I have a, is there a way to make a hotkey for full screen projector, scale filtering? I wonder if you can make a hotkey so that I can like press it and it disappears, but I'll just make it reappear when I'm coding. Okay. And then you yell at me if I'm not. Okay. Just expand that a little bit. Okay. So this is, I just copied the stuff from the skeleton. So it's a little bit of OCD stuff in terms of how many commands there are, but that's to avoid any repetition. So it doesn't say, it doesn't like switch to sword, spam the data modify command. That would be laggy. That's laggier than just doing a couple execute ifs. So let's go ahead and add one called HM. Let's just replace HM sword with HM run. Well, what was the thing that we were going to do? If it takes damage, then it just starts sprinting. So we don't even need that. We don't even need a repeating command for it. Let's just give it a speed boost when it takes damage. So I can't show you my file directory because then that will be pulling up yet another thing. I'll add it to the loop for now, but efficiency-wise, it would be better to do an advancement for when the player deals damage to a creeper, and then you apply the effect to all creepers that are taking damage. No problem, guys. Make skeletons call their brothers when they are low. That's what zombies do. Zombies, when you hit them, they spawn. They have a random, fairly high to low chance to spawn people around them, and that's just something that's already in the game. But I just buffed the chance to a lot higher. Skeletons, they just switch to swords. Creepers will add execute if entity at s, MBT equals hurt time, and s run effective speed, and we'll give them a speed boost of 2 and see how that works. And then I'm going to give myself 64 eggs. Survival mode. Oh, well, I can't really. Oh, okay. All right. Next, we have to check the charge time, and also, I don't really like the speed thing, so I think I'll just edit their MBT data instead. So. Yes, so that's what I'll do, but instead of a speed boost effect, because of their whole, like, they generate the cloud. Data, modify, entity, at s. No. What I'll do is I'll just throw this. Oh, and also the at doesn't need to be in these. All right, I'll throw it in here just to save on file size, because it would have to check it anyway. And then in here, I'll go ahead and do the things I need to do. So I'm going to do execute store results hashtag, and I want to make this compatible with other packs. So run data get entity at s attributes, and you're looking for attributes that are affected with speed. So I'm going to grab its speed attribute. So data get entity sky attributes, and I'll have to change all these for 1.16. All right, so these are the list of attributes. He has one for movement speed. This is, so you look for one that has a name of, and a little bit later I'll play like an old map that I've never shown you guys. I don't think so. Or maybe I played it at one point, I just can't remember. So we'll do some little different things. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, and then scale it by 100. So now that 0.25 will become a 25. All right, so now we're just going to increase it by, 50% or so. So we're going to do scoreboard players operation, hashtag temp math, times equals hashtag 150 constant, so 150%, right? And then you divide it by 100. So that's how you multiply like 1.5. There'll be some rounding error things, and it'll do the rounding already. And then once we get this number, we want the number to go back on the attribute. That is this one. So execute store result entity at s, that guy, double 0.01, run, should be good. And then I just paste it in here to make sure there's no spelling errors. And then the last icing on the cake is to add this constant. So scoreboard objectives add constant, dummy, scoreboard players set, hashtag 150, constant 150, and then scoreboard players set, hashtag 100, constant 100. Okay. So that's going to set the values, and then you use them. The hashtag makes them invisible, so when you pull the sidebar scoreboard on the sidebar, you don't see the score. Okay. So let's go into survival and test this out. Is that faster? I don't think it is. Let's see. He won't kill me, don't worry. I'm invulnerable. Okay, it's 25. It's still 25. Scoreboard players get hashtag temp math. That is not the right value. Okay. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll summon one, and then we'll force all these commands to happen on their own. Oh, I typed something wrong. See, that's the problem. Forgot the word score. Yeah. Yeah, you could do that as well. I just wanted to have a little bit better support. You could you can just literally combine these two commands together. I like to see it on the scoreboards though, which is why I kind of default to doing it with scoreboards, but we can just go 1.5, 1. We can just do that. Granted, the problem is this is going to scale infinitely, which maybe that's what we want. Maybe that's what we don't want. So let's go ahead and get it. So now when we hit him, it's still, let's see, did I type this right? Let's store it. It's 0.0. Okay, so it's not stored properly. All right, well, I'm going to do it with the scores because for now, just because it's easier for me to make sure that it's working. Okay, and then let's kill these. But yeah, it can be properly condensed. Oh, why is there 2? Oh, I think he's already speeding up, but let's go ahead and check this. Yeah, there you go. Okay, each time you hit it, it moves faster. This is crazy. Okay, come at me. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. That's funny. So yeah, each time you hit them, they'll get 25% faster of whatever their base speed is. All right. Creepers really do be fast though. I don't know if I need to increase the explosion time. I really don't think I do. Like, I think the speed boost is good enough of how like they since it's like repetitively getting faster over and over. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Just checking that my OBS is lined up properly. So the next thing would obviously be let's do a spider. And maybe when you hit it, it will spit a web at you. That'd be kind of cool. That way it's like, it's a little bit annoying to deal with, but it's only when you hit it. So if you get like Bane of Arthropods, they're significantly less annoying. You just hit them once and they're dead. So you can't do anything at that point. So I'll do the same thing. Now I'll go ahead and do spider. And one other change we might make is just change the health, just like increase them for every mob. But that's something that's already handled in terms of like new mobs, something happens. So let's go ahead and add spider to the list. All right, so spider, and the spider, when you hit it, it will spit a web. So let's go ahead and code that. So in this function, we're assuming that they got hits. And now I can't show you because that would be bad, but I'm going to grab a new function that I always use in case you don't know it, and that is the launch function. It's a pretty common function that I use a lot. So hard functions, and then I'll just make a new folder for generic, and then launch. All right, cool. And this is non-volatile, right? I mean, it is volatile. Okay, yeah. So all we have to do is summon a falling sand that is going to turn into a cobweb and then launch it in the direction of the player. So for now, we're just going to summon an item, and I'll make it stick counts when b tags hm underscore cobweb. Okay. Yeah, you can't. There's not a way of naturally spawning something special like a size of 10. You just have to essentially every entity that gets spawned, you give it a random chance that it'll turn into a size 10. So you use Datapacks for that. I'm throwing together random mobs in case you guys are just joining. I'm doing like changes to mobs to make them harder. Okay, so we summon the item, and then we go TP. Oh, and this one needs to be at S. All right, TP at E, height equals HM, cobweb, height equals init, height equals item. Here. And we don't have to worry about two of them existing at the same time because it will never happen. So it TPs it there. And then you just do function hard general launch. And let's go up by like 0.5, so it's like a little bit higher. And then it's going to play the general launch code, and that should be literally it. So let's go ahead and summon a spider. Let's hit him. Okay, nothing's happening. So let's go ahead and see if this is, nope. Generic, not general. I like general though, so I'm gonna call it the folder general instead. Okay. And then let's go ahead and take a look at this summon code. Okay, I can't summon the entity because I forgot to do something. Something is wrong here. Oh, duh. Me trying to type summon codes is not the best idea. MC Stacker's king, but at the same time, no internet, because otherwise it will be laggy, unless it's already laggy. Alright, so I reloaded. Alright, he tried to do something. So let's go ahead and hop into launch. You know what? That's the problem. I have to do execute as at the. I have to execute as the item. It's trying to launch the spider. Okay. So now I just have to do one more thing. I have to go facing the at P eyes. It should be facing me. Okay, that was close. That was something. Okay. It looks like it's trying to do something. So that's better. Let's see. Maybe I'm just messing with the scale wrong. Perhaps. The launch function just works by using vectors and then applying them to the motion. Oh, that's why. It needs to be on motion. I hate that. I think they changed it in 1.16, but the place I pulled this file from was using it for Fireball, and that uses, yeah, there you go. Okay. Oh yeah. All right, so now to give it a little arc, well, let's go ahead and go back to 0, 0. I think so. So let's see. All right, yeah, that's not quite as bad. So let's go with like 0, 5, 0, 5, and 0, 8. And then let's go ahead and turn this into a falling sand. So falling block. And then I'll just give it tags for now, so it'll be like a sand. Let's go ahead. Oh. Summon falling block. Tile ID. Minecraft sand. I don't want to open. All right, I'm gonna open it on my phone. MC Stacker real quick. Also, let me know if my mic is too far away, because I am aware of like how it can sound echoey if I put it too far away. Let's see. Don't let me know right now because I can't see anything that's being typed in the chat. So let's see, falling block. It just needs, let's see what block. Acacia button. All right. So block state, name, and time. So those are the things. Ooh. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. It used to be tile ID back in my day. Okay. Block state. Name, Minecraft. Cobweb. Okay. So we're just going to do that. Perfecto. And just like that, we got the falling block. Now we can see where it goes. And it goes kind of nowhere. Oh, type equals item. It needs to be falling block. Okay. Let's go ahead and be up by 1. Interesting. Let's go ahead and do function. I think if we go, we can test this whole system if we go. Oh, I think it was shooting at me. Maybe I just didn't see it. All right. Execute at e tag equals hm cobweb. Run particle smoke 00001. Okay. Oh yeah, it's going. We're not completely stupid. All right. Okay, we the boys. All right. Yeah, it's just going past me a little bit. There we go. All right. Okay, and I think that will be like a little bit better. I mean, one option is instead of shooting a cobweb, it just spawns them around it to protect it. That might be cool. I think that's better because overall, like, I don't want to do a repeating command just for the spider, like one that's always happening. So I think what I'll do is I'll just do a fill with cobweb. For this specific guy. Maybe I'll shoot cobweb for like the cave spiders because they have to be annoying. But yeah, I think just like a little cobweb would be nice. Yeah, like that. But that might be too much. So let's go ahead and go with like I think like this much is just enough. Like something like this kind of ball shape. But you can't really do that. They'll have to do like multiple fills. Oh yeah, I have a data pack for pathfinding that's like uses the wandering traders. So it's really good for like maybe if you want to do like an NPC or something like that. It handles it for you, so you don't have to worry too much. Okay, so we'll just do three fills. So it's not like too annoying, but at the same time, like shooting a web would be too hard to like. You have to do a lot of commands to make it usable. Otherwise, it would just be shooting web in random locations. It's hard to actually hit the player. There we go. That's like a little bit of webs. And like we'll keep in mind when buffing their HP that we won't really buff the spiders since the webs are annoying as hell. But I think so. Maybe it'd be cool if you can make a cobweb that eventually despawns. I mean, I just don't like I don't like putting blocks around because like spawning blocks gets annoying. It's an annoying feature. I don't know if you guys have any suggestions. You know what? I think I do have a possible theory. What if we made it so spiders, when they're not near the player, get invisibility? That would be cool, actually. What if spiders, when they're not near the player, get invisibility so they can be better at like sneaking up on people and like killing you out of nowhere? That'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be a good change. When they're within like 5 blocks, then you'll see them, and you can still hear them. So, or maybe I'll make it so you can't hear them. So when they're within 5 blocks of the player, effect clear at us invisibility. Effect give at us visibility. I like that one better. Because like physical cobwebs are annoying to deal with. Okay. I think that I might have. Okay, remove this hurt thing. That. No. Creepers, I like the current method where they get faster when you hit them. I like that. Ooh. Okay. Because like if creepers were invis, that'd be like way too OP. Right? I think that'd be like way too OP. Okay, it's not running this, so let's say hi. Okay, yeah, it's running the function. If someone wait, am I in survival? Yeah, okay. Oh, this is where we need the add. Duh. I don't know why I removed that. Okay. And I got it reversed. Okay. Thank you very much. I had it backwards. Okay. Now when they're far away, they're invisible. And then they strike. I like that. Oh, my babies pop out when you pop it? Ooh. Creepers are already silent. I think invisible creepers would be too difficult. That'd be too annoying. Because, like, spiders, it's fair to make them invisible because you can still see them. Like, look, you can still see them. You can still see them, you know? And also, I think I messed up this. Okay, so if somebody, I just need to, okay. I got this backwards as well. I'm just like copy paste coding and it's not the best idea. Okay, there we go. Okay. So if somebody is near, if it's close to somebody, no. All right, if it's not close to somebody and they do have the tag and it gives, oh, let's just replace these. Okay. He's invisible far away, he's visible up close. Because you guys didn't notice the problem, but yeah, it wasn't working with the first initial thing. Like, that's why I had to punch him for it to work, because I had to get close for it to initially figure it out. No, spiders will always be invis all the time if they're away from you. Okay. No, I'm not doing that. I'm making it so that would be unfair. I'm making it just like Terraria. So when you beat the Ender Dragon, you trigger all these extra enhanced, you basically are able to go into hard mode, which has all these enhanced difficulties. Or you can just say from the start you want to play in the hard mode. It'll just be a data pack setting. But by default, like when you beat the Ender Dragon and you have the data pack on, it will trigger this hard mode where they have like extra abilities. Okay, so also ideas for other mobs I will 100% forget. So only ones that we're mainly talking about will be ones that I'll remember. So What other mobs are there that you encounter in a cave? There is Enderman. I don't know what these guys do. Hello. I think they're already pretty hard. I don't know. I mean, would it be annoying if I made them more grabby in the sense of like every time they pick up a block, it disappears immediately, so they're more likely to just keep taking your stuff? Well, I'm trying to make realistic. I'm trying to make features that are fair, features that are like fairly balanced. Like it's harder, it's not annoying. So things that are fair, things that are not annoying, and things that won't be too taxing on the system. Not too many commands. Like doing stuff based off of when something's facing something would be a little bit too much for the system. It's not horrible, but it's kind of bad. It's not. I have to weigh other aspects and think of other ideas because that one is like a bit much. But if it's a great idea, then sure we can go for it. We can use extra commands for it. But if it's like there's only like a kind of okay idea, then it's not worth it. So for example, creepers, when you hit them, they get faster by 50% each time you hit them until they die or explode. Okay. Making it always teleport behind you would be pretty hard to control the behavior of, and I don't really see some kind of advantage to it. Oh, hey, thanks, Lil Chen. I don't really get donations too often. Thanks a lot. All right, well, let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to do with this guy. I think, Okay, I have an idea. This is great. This is a great idea. You guys weren't even thinking about this. I mean, it's a bad idea, but it's also a great idea. You guys weren't even thinking about this. All right, Endermen are going to be Pog. They're going to be play the game. They're going to be champs. All right, let's do this. You're going to hate me for this, though. All right, so let me add it to the list of entities we've edited right here. And I do this specific list of ones so that it checks for less entities. Like I don't have to say type equals this, type equals that. Anyways, it's for efficiency reasons. It's an entity with tag list group. All right, so now this is the Enderman. This is gonna be crazy, dude. All right. All right. So you ready for this big brain? Ready for this big brain? All right. So I want to work around essentially this. I want to work around this. Right? So everybody knows this is how you fight off an Enderman. So I want to either make it so when the player is doing this, or like if they get hit and the player is does not have air above their head, the Enderman will break the blocks in front of them to start digging you out. Or maybe I'll make it so that like they can't really get smaller. So I mean, maybe we can make it when they get hit, it spawns Endermites. But how tough are Endermites? Wait, let's see. We could use those. I mean, we could spawn Endermites, but I kind of like the idea of like making it so that you can't hide and hit them. If you mean answer questions near the end of the, I don't know what questions you mean. Like I just answer questions as I see them, but sometimes the chat gets scrolled up too far, or it's not enough on topic, and I'm talking about something. Okay, so let's see. Player gets near and they. Okay, let's go with this. So if they get hurt and the player is near, and again, all these hurt things can be like optimized if you used advancements, but I'm not doing it for the sake of. I don't want to type an advancement right now. I was thinking of trying to pull people out of their cover, but then it might get way too buggy with like with this situation, pulling people out would make sense. But like if they're like this situation, or if or like they're like this situation, it might get really buggy. Maybe I can make the Enderman teleport you to them, but that would be a little bit too much because like then it's literally just teleporting it to you to them. So that seems like a little OP. So I think breaking blocks makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I could teleport the player all the way to the Enderman if he gets hurt. It would have to be with certain criteria. They'd have to be pretty close, and maybe summon Endermites as well. So let's just go with that. So let's go TP at P distance equals dot dot 5. So you have to be within 5 blocks, and it'll TP them to you to the Enderman. Or no. How about yeah? Okay, fine. That's fair. All right. And then let's see. Let's also do summon Endermites. Summon Endermite. Maybe summon 2, or maybe 3. So it'll be more of a boss type mob. So let's go ahead and. Okay, he's angry. Okay, what do I do to fight him? Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, that's tough. And these guys are like a nuisance. They're like a little bit hard to fight off. Oh. Okay. Okay, stop. I think 3 is too much. Oh no. Okay, 3 is too much. I think 1 is just enough, or maybe 2. Or maybe I feel like the TP is almost enough, honestly. The TP is almost just enough. Okay, I do also support that. A chance to TP. Okay, we'll do a chance. Okay, that's fair. That's a fair balance right there. So let's do scoreboard players set in math 1, scoreboard players set in 1 math 3. I'll do a 33% chance. Because keep in mind, I'm hitting it with an unenchanted diamond sword. Like endgame players are going to have enchanted sword. If score out math matches 1, okay, and then function RNG range. All right, so this will teleport them. And let's go ahead and play the sound. So let's play sound entity.enderman.tell. Let's play the sound, and then let's also do the particles. Well, yeah. Particle portal. I don't think that's the right one. That might be right. So we'll do a portal, play sound, particle. And there's a 1 in 3 chance. Okay. I would be fine with another chance to summon an Endermite. So if score out math matches 2, run summon Ender. So like, but he'll never be able to do both at the same time. Okay. See, that time he summoned an Endermite. Yeah, we got lucky. We didn't get teleported one time. Oh, Yeah, he teleported that time. All right, yeah, it's working. That's fair. Keep the player's original rotation. Okay, yeah, I'll do like that. Yeah, there you go. That's a little bit less buggy looking. And there you go. It's not as annoying. It's very balanced now. There's like a chance, and it has kind of different attacks. So each encounter will feel a little bit different. All right. I think the Enderman is fair. All right. So now, what's the next mob we're gonna manipulate? I think maybe slimes would be interesting, but they don't really show up enough for me to care at the moment. They're pretty rare. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm going to do something else random because I think we've exhausted this topic for now. I want to try out this world that I have from a while ago in 1.13, and I want to see if it works in 1.15. So we'll go ahead and turn off the code capture and see if I have the resource pack. It would be, I think, tied to this resource pack. So let's go ahead and cancel. Hold on, sorry guys. I'm just like loading up an old world, and I'm just interested to see like how was the gameplay, because I think it was fun, and I want to like make an actual map and finish it. But yeah, there's a lot more mobs we can mess with, but I think that I'm going to check out this old world. You're not allowed to see any of these. These are very secret. You can see this one. Do we do it? Yes, I don't care. This is an exclusive map right here. If it doesn't work, I'll cry like a little bit, and then I'll be like, whatever, I was going to remake it anyway. But this is what I wanted to do for like the next thing on the server. So I'm currently working on a V2 of the zombies code. So I want to implement a new game mode that is based off of this map that I'm. Okay. So I think it's 1.14 light. This is an adventure map that I never posted because it only had, well, because I didn't quite finish it. It was pretty close though. Let me see. Data get entity address selected item.tag. This is actually using a very yeah, this is using a really old resource pack style. I don't even know if I still have it. The resource pack. Well, let's go ahead and move all of these into my resource packs and see if I have one that fits it, because it's using damages. So let's see, screens, Uno, what's 2? Why would I name it that? Doom, don't tell me it's incompatible, I don't care. I could play it without a resource pack, but it's not going to be as cool. It's not going to be epic. Let's see. Could be a Dropbox resource pack. I know what I would name it. Okay, screw it. We're going no resources. So there's the Uno is a map I released a while ago. So let me see functions. Do. All right. So this is actually like really old. This is just as I was getting into resource packs, data packs, and I definitely did some things. Like obviously, like look at this. There's actual commands here because I made it in 1.12 and then updated it to 1.13. So we're gonna play it without resources, but it was basically meant to look like the Left 4 Dead 2 Deathcraft map. So I think there's a button to start the game. All right, but I want to like revamp it and make it better. Diamond Sword, Diamond Axe, Remington, Scar H. Yeah, there's like guns and stuff as well. Okay, hopefully it works. Refill ammo. All right, cool. This is cool. Think that'll start the game. Okay. Oh, yes. And now I have literally nothing. That's okay. I got all of them back. All right. We have a lot of viewers here. This is look at that. Look at the build. I'm gonna copy the build. I'm gonna copy the build world. This is such a great. It's if you've ever played Left 4 Dead 2's Minecraft game mode called Deathcraft, this is a pretty good recreation. Like it recreates some of the locations, the iconic buildings. It doesn't recreate like perfectly the layout, but it's pretty good. So we got HE grenade, Remington. I never did like work out a way to force people. I think I did force slots. I don't know. Let's see. And you can only carry a primary and a secondary. So I have a primary. I can pick like a diamond axe. That'd be pretty good. But I'm going to take the sword. All right. So Remington. I don't know if this will actually work. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, let's use the sword. We're just gonna use the sword the whole map. You guys can kind of see. Pretend this is a shotgun. It was a shotgun. I think the map is still playable, but the guns don't work because there might be some kind of like difference in 1.13 and 1.14. Yeah, I got kind of jump scared. No, this was a really good map. Like, so the zombies move really fast. You can't regen health, and I think you're forced to have a low saturation. I can't remember. Like I don't think you're allowed to sprint. All right, so we're gonna go out here. The way that if you don't know Left 4 Dead, the way gameplay on Left 4 Dead works. Oh my goodness. This is very much like Left 4 Dead gameplay in the sense of okay, it's really fun but also scary. Okay. Okay. All right. So the way that Left 4 Dead gameplay works is what you have you have like there's areas, and then when you walk into a new area, it spawns like a ton of zombies, but then like it doesn't spawn anymore unless you just wait around for too long. So it kind of has like this wave effect of like every time you enter a new area, there's just like a ton. I'm not gonna open that door. I'm not stupid. All right. All right. I think I also added like there's custom. This is where like the whole like boomers come from and spitters. But yeah, I used a different resource pack, and I don't think I still have it. But I like the builds. And yeah, there was not some. You're not supposed to have sprint. Okay. Okay, I don't want to lose health. There's no health regen. Oh no, this is a new area. Okay, so if you know what you're doing, this area is actually pretty easy. You can't sprint, but there is one designated location you have to go to. Oh, and see that iron door? That's where you can spawn your teammates back if they died. Like occasionally they'll respawn. Okay, I made it. Yeah, but there's like boomers and spitters, but I'm trying to show you guys stuff, so I want to play the best I can. All right, so this is like we're almost to the safe zone. But I think this is a cool map build-wise. But the fact that the shotgun doesn't work is really stupid. Alright, that's my last med kit. Oh, there's witches in this as well. They're just like, not that you... Get out of here. Get out of here, you freaks. I think that pathfinding's better in 1.15. Oh, there's a spitter. Alright, kill him. Also, the item on their head is, I think, untextured or textured. I don't know what it does. It's just there, okay. They have a gold on their head. I don't think my stream is lagging. Oh no, why did I walk into that? Why would I walk into that? I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm dead. I'm so stupid. Oh, there's a boomer. And the HE grenade's not working. Oh, my life, dude. The HE grenade does not work. When you die, you go into spectator mode, and then you respawn at the same point. See, but like nobody's alive, so. So I'm just going to. I'm gonna basically like cheat because I'm cool like that. All right. But yeah, I want to recreate this kind of system for for my version and like fix on some stuff, but yeah, like you're stuck in spectator mode, and it would be even more forceful of like keeping you. I'll take more this time. It's gonna force you. It forces you to like stay in nearby them, and then once they open the next area with the that has the save zone, they can pop into it. This game was really fun, but again, like there's a lot of unpolished aspects of it in the sense that I made it in 1.12 and then I updated it to 1.13. So there's like obviously there's command blocks, and then there's this command block and data pack mixture, and the shotguns no longer work. Like I just didn't finish it, and I didn't want to. Oh, well, I am cheating, so they won't be able to kill me. But that's a lot. There's so many. Yeah, my stream might get a little bit laggier, I don't know. It's just like, it does that when my computer gets a little overloaded. I hope the audio doesn't get choppy though. Alright, speed boost time! I think there's one spitter in this area. But we cheating. We do be cheating though. Yeah, I'm gonna start lagging out because of like how many entities are spawning. Oh, boomer. Boomer. Oh, boomers are pretty annoying. When they explode, they give you blindness. Oh, and they spawn more nearby zombies. They spawn more zombies nearby the boomers. Okay. Whew. What? Alright, so it's supposed to advance me, but I guess it doesn't work anymore. So let's go ahead and do map / safe zone. Zone 1. What? 1, 2, 1. Reset. Huh. Zone 2. Okay, fine. This is how we do it. Spectator. Oh. Check out this command clock. What was going on? I had some great work here. This is like the last of my command block stuff. Yeah. I'm not going to bother debugging it. I'm going to show you guys all the stuff that I did here, though. It was funny. All right, let's fly up. All right, so here's the map. And we got this house you can't go in. Come around here, you park on the rooftops, and you come around here, and you go into the town, and then you go underneath. This is like the best area in terms of builds. And then we started just like building new areas and not putting quite as much effort into them just because like we wanted to play. That's basically what it came down to. Like we were excited to play the next area. All right, this next area I think starts. I mean, it's pretty decent builds, but you know, it's not like it's not the best. This next area is really cool though. If I can find the starting zone. I think it's somewhere around here. Yeah, okay, so here's the safe zone. Nope, that is not accurate. So I think the next zone is down here. The boomers give you blindness, yeah. I'm very ahead of my time. Ah, here it is. There was actually 4 zones. It was almost done, really. I just had to do like the Ender Dragon boss fight. Okay, so here's the next zone. Starts right here. All right, so you come in here, you refill ammo. There's a new gun, and then you have to wander. This is like a maze kind of level, and there's a lot of like places where there'll just be a ton of boomers. And then eventually you find your way through the maze. That was the wrong direction, but who cares? All right, and then you get here, and then there's a portal. All right, then it TPs you to the Nether. It took a long time. This was like I did this like 2.5 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago. So, all right, so then it comes over here. Okay, sorry about that. Stream cut out for a sec. All right, so then over here, you go through the Nether, and just on the other side, there is kind of a maze, but it's less of a maze and more of a puzzle. It starts, you know how long it takes lava to come down. That's when a ton of zombies come from like all sides. Over there, over here, from around, and there's also wither skeletons. And a ton spawn over here. So you kind of have like this rush to get to the end zone. So like once the thing comes down, you're like running and they're coming at you. And then you come over here and then you get into the end. And then you go to the stronghold. And the stronghold starts somewhere near here. I think so. Stronghold is probably one of the more challenging zones, which makes sense. But by more challenging, I mean like it's like actually more combat challenging. So here's where it starts. You walk up the stairs, then you come over here, and there's some traps. And these traps will, I think, spawn. I think it shoots arrows at you. I don't know, does something. And yeah, these various traps will. I think it spawns mobs, and then it'll come over here, and come over here, and it's just a straight path. There's no like maze involved, but there's a lot of combat. And then another branching room. In here is a safe room. That's one of the rooms where your teammates get revived. And you have to make this jump, and you have no saturation, so it's pretty hard to make that jump. And then you come over here, and push the button, and then after a certain amount of time, the button will create a staircase here, and then you go up the staircase, and you sneak on out through here. Oh, that's what the last zone was actually like. Gonna be like on a mushroom island. You climb up the staircase. Like here's a staircase, and then the staircase brings you back to the surface. Mushroom island. You have to get on a boat. Boat gives you escape. But that's this map. I just want to take a look at it personally, and I decided why not do it on the stream. I don't have any wrist respects on, so that's good. All right, but anyways, that guy obviously doesn't work anymore. Let's go ahead and hop into some other old worlds, just because. Why not? Let's just ruin them. Christmas 2019 was an idea for a map, but I didn't have time to do it. Finals came around and I was like, oh no, and then I just wanted to do nothing. But like, yeah, is what it is. Doom is also literally not a map. It just has code, but the code is super cool for like walking. Let's hop into Doom. I know it works. Correction, it doesn't work. Some part of it probably works. Let's see. I don't think the ammo will work on it. Maybe. Or maybe it just barely. Oh, he's already here. Okay, let's go ahead and give ourselves guns. Oh, yes. Oh, it works. All right, cool. Yeah. So let's go into survival. Function. So I might like this one still might actually come out in terms of like I can still work on it and expand upon it. But I didn't make a texture, so they're just thieves. But all right, he runs at you, and you can shoot his arms off. You can shoot his leg off, and now he walks a little slower. And now he's a crawler. All right. And obviously there's ammo on each weapon. Can't reload because that's just the nature of Doom. Oh, and now he's a nugget. I took all of his limbs off. That's a good way to get demonetized. All right, cool. Yeah, that's not a map. Let's see. Do we have any unfinished maps that we can like open up and ruin? I had a lot of RPG things. Backrooms was only half done. It was kind of a joke. And Crafting Comet's a minigame that was like half done, or maybe a third done. Super Smash memes, that was like maybe a 10th done. That was just a joke at one time. Nuke, no idea what the hell Nuke is. Sea Legacy is just a build from a Nintendo map for zombies. Some of these don't really have any. Oh, Bomb is cool. Oh, the Infamous. Oh, I don't want to open this up though. It'll ruin it. This is in 1.12. I shouldn't open that up. Yeah, we're going a little bit too far back now. None of them will work. All right, let's get out of that. Anyways, I think that's it for today. So I guess summarizing what we did is we made a couple interesting changes to default mobs, and then we opened up some old stuff. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.